In each of us there are two natures. If this primitive duality of man, good and evil, could be housed in separate identities, life would be relieved of all that is unbearable. It is the curse of mankind that these proletarians should be constantly struggling.
To know the nature of the demons that possess man's soul. I need to know why man's content to let them make him less than whole. Why does he revel in mirth and malice? What is it makes him be less than he should? Why is he doomed not to reach his potential? His soul is black when he turns his back upon the world. I need to find a way to get inside the tortured mind of man. I need to try to separate the good and evil if I can. What is certain? The Dad's having an affair with the butler there just turned in. Wine party, divine party, and Dad's party, but stinking rich.
What a pretty smile, Mrs. Gray. Keep pretty, they are not all dirty.
Lord De Vere as well. He's as queer as hell, and bisexual. Quite pleased with delicious and delicious. Their one wish is to bitch, bitch, bitch. Lady Poppleplate.
Can't you put on weight?
Gives you more to hate.
Mean old bitch, a lady in the airport.
Looking really up.
Awfully up.
She's a bitchy people. You need people. And green people. And great ladies. Ladies everywhere.
All colour hair, there's another hair with those braids.
Lord ladies.
What a pair of pigs wear each other's wigs.
Children, the bride's ready. The legs ready. What concentration on here and bitch, 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 bitch. My Simon, you're so gracious to wish Lisa Henry was well.
Dear Sir Danvers, as you know, sir, I wish Lisa the sun and the moon, but I have to confess that I wish Henry Jekyll in hell.
Who does this fellow Jekyll think he is anyway? I think he overdoes all this stuff about helping the poor. I think he made their all delight, and I'm damned if I've ever seen any poor people.
I think he's mad and he must know that being late for one's own engagement party shows a remarkable lack of style. Comments on style, Lady Beaconsfield, should never be made by those who have none. Master David, we're just talking about your future son.
Oh, yes.
I think you're mad to allow him to marry your daughter.
Oh, don't worry, Bessie. Whatever your thoughts on him as a scientist, Lisa assures me. Henry Jekyll is impeccable husband material.
Henry, at last. It seems it's not fashionable to be late for your own engagement party.
I must talk to you. John, I am close to a breakthrough discovery. Something spectacular, something sublime. Finally, a light in the darkness has come to me. Now it is only a matter of time. Henry Jekyll, you're a devil. You had brought us on London's most lovely girl.
I could start to drink when I stopped to think. He's just marrying a doctor instead of a love.
Poor girl.
Dr. Jekyll, may I be the first to wish you and your bride to be peace and prosperity.
Dear Mr. Stride, it's most civil of you to say that as you do, with such deep insincerity.
Ah, the late Henry Jekyll!
So that was forgiven.
Oh, nothing to forgive, dear boy. I was thinking of inviting the guests the day after the wedding, so that you two would appear to be on time.
Sir Danvers, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the intolerably happy couple. Henry, may all your research result in discoveries as wonderful as this one. Lisa and Henry.
Lisa and Henry. Miss Baruch.
Dr. Jekyll, I'm happy you're here.
I try never to miss any social occasion attended by Lady Beaconsfield. Is there a Lord Beaconsfield?
He died some years ago.
Sensible fellow.
You know, Henry, sometimes I wish you were as diplomatic as you are outspoken.
Lisa, I've always been outspoken and you've always been diplomatic. I know if you were to present my case to the Board of Governors tomorrow, I'd be certain to get what I want.
You'll get what you want in the end, Henry. You always do.
I don't have a choice. All my life I've been in process by one great all-consuming quest. And that's my driving reason to survive.
My love, you know, I live to see this dream come true. My world consists of it you. Together we will keep the dream alive. Henry, I adore you, always have done, always will do. But I too have dreams. Maybe not as grand as yours, or hard to understand as yours, but nonetheless, my dreams, you and I together will be.
Darling, try to see what I see.
Please believe me, I see everything there is to see.
Then what by law am I supposed to do?
When this all began, infinitely Christ will pay, to leave now, to turn away. We have come too far. I know we'll find a way.
Sometimes I see past the horizon, sure of my way, where I am going. But where's the prize I have my eyes on? When there is just no knowing, and when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I am. Take me as I am.
My eyes see there someone you know, just a stranger. If you are wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you. We make an dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Always in one way. Simply dancing the world over. Give me your hand, give me your heart. Take me as I
The happy couple.
Thank you, sir, for so much. The 6 weeks till our wedding will be the longest of my life.
And your half-hour before the Board of Government tomorrow will be the longest of mine.
Sir, I have to stand by what I believe.
Even if it means antagonizing the established authority in the process.
But they are not the established authority, merely the established prejudice.
I want to be proud of you, Henry.
Then, sir, please, listen. Then I made
Good night, my devil.
Sanders.
He says there are times when I find it hard to tolerate Henry's behavior.
You don't have to tolerate it, Father. He's marrying me, not you.
He's a guru, can this be you? What kind of man is this you've taken? Can you not see the kind of life that this would be? You are mistaken. Time to awaken before it's too late. Before you forever determine your fate.
Simon, you knew I had to be free. What I choose to do is decided by me. Ever since my mother died, my father, bless his darling heart, has treated me as though I'm still a young child. Maybe his idea was just to wait until I grew up and then look at me and
Lisa,
We see the sun. Everyone here walking down the street takes me a pillar of society. I'm all about variety, sobriety, and piety. Shines at the corner to variety. The ladies and gents here before you will shout out whatever I need. They have many looks, but they're seen as the crooks. They're not real. There are preachers who kill, there are killers who preach, there are teachers who lie, there are liars who hate.
answer.
It is all of us
The Board of Governors at St. Jude's Hospital is now in session. Sir Danvers Carew, KB, Chairman. His Grace, the Bishop of Basingstoke. The Right Honourable Sir Archibald Bruce, QC. General Lord Glossop. Lady Beaconsfield, Lord Savage. The order of business will be conducted by the Secretary of the Board of Governors, myself, Mr. Simon Spry.
Can we get on with it, please, Simon?
Of course. Proposal number 929, presented by Dr. Henry Jekyll.
Distinguished governors, each of us is the embodiment of two distinct and opposing forces, good and evil, each fighting for supremacy and silence. If we could separate these two forces, we could control and ultimately eliminate all evil from mankind. And my experiments have convinced me that this separation is indeed possible. To achieve it, I must be allowed to try my formula on a living human being.
And what if you're right, Jekyll, and you do separate good from evil? What happens to the evil?
There are doomed broken souls and 1,000 asylums, left there to rot for the lack of a plan. In the name of compassion and medical science, I can save many lives if you give me one man.
I tell you now, the church will never sanction it. The whole thing is unchristian, barbaric, and hard. You're playing with fire and you start to play God. The bishop speaks for all of us with essential playing God.
There's such a thing as ethics, over which you ride roughshod. You're a doctor of our Saviour, Dr. Jekyll, or a Scot. But I judge from your behaviour that you can't tell the two apart.
Dear Mr. Stride, I am simply a scientist. I have a code to which I remain true. I don't presume to the stature of moralists. I leave pretension like that to you.
Henry, I always encourage your enterprise, and I be hopeful that you will succeed. But in the face of these powerful arguments, I see no choice but for you to conceal.
I know my fate is yours to choose, but if I fail, the world will lose. And I am on the brink of great success. I beg you, governors, you must say yes. If I ever needed further justification for my experiments, gentlemen, you have just provided it. Just look at what has happened here on this hangar with the touch of me. The dangers all over us will play understood in you. Another side keeps breaking through. Observing now in me and you. The evil that all men can do must be controlled. I beg you, I'll show you. It can be done. Here is a chance to take charge of our fate. Deep down, you must know that tomorrow's too late. One rule of life we cannot rearrange. The only thing constant is change. The only thing constant is change.
Distinguished colleagues, your verdict, please. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay. Abstained by 6 votes to none, with 1 abstention. Proposal number 929 is rejected. Thank you for your time, Dr. Jekyll.
Well, who wants to take me for lunch?
Lizzie?
I've heard enough demented babbling for one day, Herbert, without listening to you.
I'm truly sorry, Henry. I did try. Go on. They think you're quite mad.
The hypocrite's son. Every last one.
Yes, but they're powerful hypocrites. You should exercise greater caution.
Colourful caution. 7 years ago, I started out on this alone. And it's alone I've seen through to its conclusion. Who are they to judge what I can do? They know nothing of the endless possibilities I see. It's ludicrous. I'm bound by their decision. Since vision is a work they never had. If it but unless I treat it with derision, it's absurd. And yet, the fact remains, those bastards hold the reins.
As your lawyer, Henry, it is my duty to inform you you're playing a very dangerous game.
To Dr. John, it is my duty to inform you that I am indeed of a very large drink.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Jekyll. What a really rotten shame. I so hope that what has happened won't destroy your precious name. Henry Jekyll, I despise you. You have stolen the girl who should be my wife, but there'll come a day, not so far away, when you're not only pay.
Respectability I can take for one day, John. Besides, tonight is my bachelor night. As my best man, you're supposed to give me a party.
I could be the party he's supposed to give you, Henry.
He meant a bachelor party.
Most of my parties are bachelors.
Come on, John. One drink, where's your sense of adventure?
He's right, John. Good for you, Henry.
Yes, perhaps I can find a subject for my experiment of volunteer.
I suspect this place has volunteers for all sorts of
You
experiments.
got that right, dear.
Henry, this is dangerous.
Good. I'm feeling.
Here, come on, Lucy. Help me get There was a time, I don't know when, I didn't have much time for men, but story, so I try not to make it known my yearning. I try to show I have no need. I really do. I don't succeed. So let's breathe on the touch of my way another beat. It's time for us to play. Say we may not pass this way again, so let's waste no more time. Bring on the band. I always knew, I always said, silken lace in black and red would drive a man right off his head. It's easy. Too many men, too little time. I want 'em all, that kind. I don't know why they say that I'm too easy. They make me laugh, they make me cry, they make me sick. So God knows why. We say the perfume and the grace of the That's fine, he's in an equal mood tonight. Why should tonight be edited?
Less socialising and a little more soliciting. But you're not in the customer, Lindsay. Business before pleasure.
Don't worry, Spider. Pleasure is my business. Cheers.
Cheers.
Got a name? Blue eyes?
Henry.
Well, Henry, aren't you going to ask me what a girl like me is doing in a place like this?
Well, I was one.
Actually, I'm between engagements at the Royal Albert Hall. It's not every day my friends and I have gents like you just dropping by. Before you go, you know just why you came.
Of that, my dear, there's little doubt. One only has to look about. It's not that hard to work it out, the game here. And yet I sense there's more to you.
You flatter, sir, you really do. With half a chance,
What would you do?
don't ask me. Here's to the night, here's to romance. To lose unafraid of taking a chance.
I think I've taken enough for one day, and I have learned to my cost. Chances are one thing you don't take once you have lost.
Oh, what a shame, if only you knew the games we could play, the things that we could do. And yet I sent Shona up to the chase, but if you're ever in need, I am the girl, and this is the place. Come to me.
It's getting late. I have to go. If any time, you never know, you need a friend. Dr. Henry Jekyll, 46, Hyde Street. John.
Anytime, you never know, you
Well, I must say, you seem in a much better mood.
That's because I've made up my mind. I know exactly where to find my volunteer.
Oh, not.
Oh, no. I'm going to work late tonight, John.
Oh, well, be careful, Henry. You've got a lot to lose. The consequences.
All I thought about were the consequences. I would never accomplish anything.
Well, good night.
Good night. Oh, and be careful. The Hyde Park is dangerous at night.
So are you. Be careful, Henry.
Now there is no choice. I must put aside the fears I feel inside. There's no place to hide. So it comes to this, one great golden chance that only I can take, when everything I fought is at stake, to make the mark that only I can make. This is the moment, this is the day, when I set all my doubts and deeds on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play. It's here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time. The moment and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I live for 11:56 p.m. I have started this alone, and I must finish it alone. I know now I must use myself as the subject of the experiment. I must be wise. I must try to analyze each change in me, everything I see. How will it be? Will I see the world through different eyes? Like a warning light, glimmering in red, like crimson touch, shimmering in red, beautiful and strange. See the colors change before my eyes. See how they dance and they smile like diamonds at night, leading me out of the dark and into the light. It is done. I have taken 10 centiliters of formula HJ7. Constant, increasing. A warm feeling in the gut. Heat spreading through my veins. A slight feeling of euphoria, lightheadedness, no noticeable behavioral differences. Now the die is cast, nothing left to do. Time alone will prove my theory is true. Show the world.
Midnight. Unexpected development. Hey. Excuse me. You're in my way. I said you're in my way.
Right, mate, take it easy. We don't want no one to get hurt now, do we?
Allow me to reach my lady friend there, and no one will.
Lucy, gentleman here says is a friend of yours. What did you say?
Since when?
As I paid 50 guineas for the company of your lovely friend.
Who's a friend? Lucy, take care of Champagne Charlie here. You know what they say about a fool and his man?
It's a man who won't pay any price for what he wants. He's a fool.
I know you.
How little night, my little love. You will never forget me. I am destined to be your darling angel, your guide to salvation in this world of madness.
So, what's your name then, sweetheart?
Hyde, Edward Hyde. A toast to the night, a toast to romance, to those afraid of taking a chance.
I must admit that I like your approach. It's one that I've not seen before.
Why should you settle for less when there's more? I am the man fate has decreed, destined to be all that you need. I can give you everything you desire. You simply follow my lead.
Sounds like a nice little business. Yes,
I am a man, mark my words well, with whom you share heaven or hell.
I'm fancy I've no place to be, that I can find hell on my own.
Then I cannot, he will never be alone. After tonight, my dear, you will never be alone.
Stop it! You're hurting me!
I'm buying what you're selling. You'll do as I say.
Wrong, sweetheart! We play by my rules or not at all!
Lucy, forgive me!
Piss off, Lucy! Sorry, Lucy!
All right, friend, you heard the lady. She's not in the mood.
No one touches Jekyll Hyde. No one! I am younger, lighter, happier in body and soul, twice as alive and tenfold more. September 20th, 10:50 a.m. The experiments are now in their second week.
I'm sorry, Mr. Root, but Dr. Jekyll has given the strictest instructions. He is not to be disturbed under any circumstances. Could I give him a message?
Just remind him there was more to life than his work. Myself, for example.
Oh, a very valid argument, if I might say so, Miss.
He won't see me. It's been 5 days now, John. I'm worried.
Well, I'm sure there's no cause for alarm. I will speak to Poole.
Thank you.
John! Mr. Utterson. Mr. Utterson, as you know, I am completely devoted to Dr. Jekyll, and I do not wish to judge him uncharitably, Michael. There are extraordinary circumstances that I feel I should make you aware of. Dr. Jekyll has been locked in his laboratory day and night for nearly a week. He instructed me not to disturb him for any reason until he put his meals outside the door.
And you have not spoken to him at all during this time?
No, sir. Oh, well, not exactly.
Come, Paul, it's all right. But you'd hardly be disappointed in telling me.
Yes, sir. But last night I took him his tray as usual, and I noticed that yesterday's meal was still left untouched. And from inside, well, I heard these noises. Oh, the strangest noises, and a voice I didn't recognise. I heard him or it or whatever it was behind the door, weeping like an animal or a lost soul, crying out for some sort of medicine.
Oh! I want you to go to visit the apothecary immediately and get these things. Now, Paul, now.
Hey, what in devil's name has happened to you? You look like the wrath of God.
Well, there is something you must do. There are 3 letters. One for Lisa, one for her father, and one for you. If I should be taken ill or have to go away for a while, everything you want me to know is in these letters.
Oh, I will not accept them. Tell me what's going on here.
John, you are my daughter. More importantly, you are my friend. You must do it.
And you, my dear Henry, must think of your future. This increasing isolation has caused great concern for everyone. Good night.
Could it be? Have I really lost my way? Have I lost my mind? Will I lose it? Am I the man that I appear to be? Or am I someone I don't know? What is this monster drawing near to me? Becoming close with what I feel to be
A young woman to see you, sir. The kind one cannot mistake. She's been at an appointment. I can't send her away. I can't imagine how she came to have one meal visiting cards.
my car. I'll see you.
We met the other night, remember? Lucy's house.
Indeed. What makes you here?
Well, you said if I ever needed a friend. That's my shoulder.
My God.
Pretty, isn't it? He enjoyed himself doing it, too.
Please.
Things like this happen where I come from. But you don't expect it from a gentleman.
A gentleman? What sort of monster would do such a thing?
I won't forget his name in a hurry. Hyde, he called himself. Edward Hyde.
Why come to me?
You give me your name. I never had someone like you be nice to me before.
Why not go to the police?
The police? You're joking. With him being a gent, who's going to listen to me? Besides, I'd be afraid of what he might do if he ever found out. He's not human. He's a beast. He's not like you at all. always try.
rendezvous for us, Molly, my dear. It makes a pleasant change from my charity work.
Well, as long as you make a good time, Grace, that's all that matters to me. Of course, I don't do it for charity.
Absolutely.
Well, it isn't the Romeo of the cloth and the Juliet of the gut. How touching to see the romance still blossoms in the sewers of London.
How dare you speak to me like that?
How dare I, sir? How dare you, sir?
Do you know who I am?
Oh, yes, I know exactly.
You are Basil, 14th Bishop of Basingstoke, the Governor of St. Jude's Hospital, and an obscene, malignant,
grievously. Damn all charities and good causes.
Well, if there's no faith, hope, and chastity.
Get away, man. I'll have you arrested, damn insolence. Look, man, I can't warn you again.
Any legacy? You speak about to run my old speechless at last.
Read about the ones who murders. That's what the ones who murders. That makes it murders 3 and 4.
Lord Savage, bad news from God.
Lisa.
Henry.
What are you doing?
You scared me. For a moment I thought... You didn't sound like you.
How long have you been? How long?
Just these last few minutes. Paul let me into the house. I saw the door was open. I thought you might be in here too.
That's right, Shona. Okay. What did you see? What did you see?
It's me, Lisa. I don't know what I saw. Oh, my love, what's happened to you?
Lisa, these experiments are taking me to places even I don't understand. I can't explain them to myself, let alone to you. But I must be left alone to finish what I've started.
You never promised me the journey would be easy. Only that we would make it together. When this all began, and you let me
melodies.
When you need me, if you need me, you know where I'll be.
Over the 6:30 p.m. The experiment is out of control. The transformations have started to occur of their own accord. I know only too well that I risk death.
Henry, that's John. Henry, what is the meaning of this letter? Who is Edward Hyde, and why, in God's name, would you want to leave everything you possess to somebody I've never heard of? He is to have full control of my assets immediately upon my death, or indeed, my unexplained absence for longer than 3 months. Are you out of your mind?
I discipline. Closely involved in my research. If anything should happen to me, he must have the wherewithal to carry on my work. John, you've had to trust.
Does this man Hyde have some hold on you? Tell me what the problem is, and we can sort it out.
John, I beg you to do as I ask. Do not question anything.
Well, I don't like it one bit, but I suppose if that's your wish, I will draw up the revised will.
The vicinity of Apothecary is preparing some vital chemicals for me. I need you to collect them and bring them to you. I cannot leave this place.
Your revolver. What's it doing here?
It is for my protection. I'm the king.
Well, I trust you with my life, Henry. I suppose I must trust you with your own.
Thank you, dear friend. My life is in the balance. My two natures have never been common. I am aware that I am slowly losing hold of my original and better self, and becoming absorbed into myself and worse self. As I care only for myself and nothing for Jekyll. As Jekyll, I know how Hyde feels my power to cut him off by suicide. And yet, I find it in my heart to pity him. So wonderful is his love of life. So wonderful is his love. Oh.
Nighttime is where we live, night is where we
Lucy.
For a moment, I thought it was someone else.
For a moment, it almost was. I have some rather sad news to say. I have to go away for a while. A friend and I have a little dispute we have to settle. You're glad to see me, though? You're lying. I can always tell when you're lying.
When will you be back?
There's no note. But God help you if you're not waiting for me when I return.
Look at me and tell me who I am, why I am what I am. Call me a fool, and it's true I am. No one knows who I am. It's such a shame, I'm such a shame, no one knows who I am. Nobody knows, not even you. No one knows who
October 10th, after midnight. The beast has taken a heavy toll, not only on me who can yet be saved, but on others who cannot. I remain convinced there is a way to counteract the effects of the formula, but I must have new chemicals for the antidote soon. Every day they say they will be delivered, but still they do not come. I dare not leave this place. I am dangerous. More dangerous than any wild animal stalking its prey.
Henry,
Dr. Jekyll is not available.
Who the devil are you?
There's no point in you waiting, Mr. Anderson. Dr. Jekyll is most unlikely to return.
It is of the utmost urgency that I deliver these chemicals to Dr. Jekyll personally.
Just leave them and go.
I'm not leaving until you tell me precisely where he is.
If I told you, I'm quite certain you wouldn't believe.
You will tell me where he is, Mr. Hyde. Oh, yes. I know who you must be. What have you done with Henry Jekyll?
What have I done with Jekyll? You wish to see. Very well. Don't try. But let what you're about to witness be on your own head.
Oh my God. Henry!
I want you to. Even aside, I want you.
Well, you must do something before this thing kills you.
John, There's not much time, and I have a most urgent errand for you to undertake.
Miss Lucy Harris, the director.
Tell her she must leave London, and tonight her life is in danger. It is Hyde. He will kill her.
I understand.
Go now. With these chemicals I can find an antidote that will destroy Hyde forever.
God help you, Henry. God help us all.
Your mother said, "Lord, what I have done, what everyone does when my work isn't done, and I must be control of the monster inside in the name of the people who die. But how do I deal with a boy I can't steal whatever he wants takes possession of me? In his Bible bills that is reading inside, will I end up as me? Or as Hyde? But nothing in back to the place where my journey starts. I will pause, I shall, when I first departed. Sure, I'm not the one the evil has been with me. To my work so near, I will not be cheated, God. You must help me carry on. Even the world has gone. I have done to carry
This is from Dr. Henry Jekyll. You are to leave this place at once, tonight, if possible. My dear Miss Lucy, I regret more than I can ever express that my private misfortunes prevent me from ever seeing you again. I have found in you a tender and loving light during these past dark days. I hope you will accept the enclosed as a small repayment for the lesson you have taught me. Leave this place, I beg you, and begin again, secure in the knowledge that I shall never forget you. Henry Jekyll.
You don't owe me nothing. I know him.
That's none of my concern. But I beseech you to do as he asks. I'm sure it's for the best.
Why didn't he come? Why did you?
Because he is my friend.
And I suppose he's mine too.
I believe it. Good night then, and good luck to you. I hope you find a better life elsewhere.
And you like what I would give to have you. One thing I have loved as I go through life. a new start. That's the thing I need to give you. I've a chance in life to find a new path. Just a simple role that I can play. A new home, something to convince me to more. New day, bright enough to help me find my way. New chance, one that maybe has a touch of romance. Where can be the chance for me? A new dream. I have one I know that very few dream. I would like to see that all what you dream, even though it never may come true. New love, though I know there's no such thing as true love. Even so, although I never knew love, still I feel that one dream is mine. This one thing I want to ask of you once before it's time to tell you one sweet chance to prove that it's wrong.
Dear Lucy, you weren't expecting me.
No.
Who else can I come to for sympathy and tenderness? You had another visitor this evening.
No. Not really.
It wasn't the good doctor himself, was it? No. Henry's such a very busy man.
You? No, Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, yes. As well as I know myself. We share everything. Just as you and I do, I suppose. Everything. Leave this place. I beg you. You wouldn't leave the city without saying goodbye, would you, Lucy?
I feel
of you. There in rain, friendliness, tenderness, strangers, tears. They are there. No one must ever know the solitude of every heart, and those that die. No one must ever know. They don't see the tragedy. They must mind the shadow of hearts, but forever forgive the good that I have meant. Am I a good man? Am I a madman? There's such a fine line between a good man. I son, Albert Jekyll. He'll take this woman to be Henry.
No one, help me, someone. Please take the pain away. Please kill me, please. Please don't put me someone to blame it. Oh, God help me, God have mercy. Don't let us see on our way.
Damn it, Jekyll, you go too far! You hear me? You go too far!
Sister Hyde, I trust you are respectfully recording the order of business.
Did not say!
There is no Henry Jekyll. Only Henry Hyde.
Mr. Hyde, she has nothing to do with you. Let her go.
No one is Henry Hyde. No one. But he dies before God.
No! Henry! Do not harm her, I beg you. Stop! Stop this now!
Henry! 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 I know that it is so. And he would never harm me. Never. I know you can hear me. Let me go. Henry, please let me go. Please.
Do it now, Shona, I beg you. Set me free. Set us all free.
I can't.
Now, John!
Sleep now, my love. My tormented love.